My sinuses are a trash farm today. I hope you're doing well. Good morning. Good song. Good morning. Saturday. Whatever day you are. My lungs suck and I haven't slept yet. How are all of you doing? Good. Great. Happy weekend. Oh my god, it is. I forget what weekends are. I hope you have a good one. I hope you've slept. I have major goblining today because my everything. Caffeine. Mmm. Sweet caffeine. Wake me up. Do your job. Do your dark magic, please. Yeah, I've got the double calves today because my throat is fucked and I needed honey. My head hurty. Oh, I'm sorry. Boo. Dude, I don't know, man. I love sleep. I feel it's so bright in here. I just realized. Holy crap. The sun is out. Calm down, sunshine. Anyways. um, I had horrible cramps all night, and then get this. I had the weirdest, like, it was like a dream, but the pain. I took a leave, and then the Aleve stuck to my stomach and started to burn really bad, but it didn't burn enough to, like, wake me up. So I had this dream of Aleve blooming in my stomach, too big and burning my stomach away, and then I woke up wondering if my stomach was Aleve, which is naproxen, and it's an NSAID. It's just a painkiller. But like, what the fuck? Bodies. Literally gastro hallucinations. That's what it was. And I can't get it out of my head. Like I picture this, like I picture like an Aleve in a glass of water, like blossoming and blooming and then blowing up in my stomach. It was really weird. Weird lack of sleep. I know that's no shit, Crispy. I think I've told you guys this. I have a permanent ulcer from NSAIDs. NSAIDs anywhere else in the world, no shit. You can't buy them over the counter. That's how dangerous they are. In the US, you can buy them by the bottle at Costco. It's crazy. But they're great. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs are meant for muscle relaxation. So if you have muscle pain, NSAIDs are great for them, but they're really dangerous if you overdo it. And when I was in high school, like, just being alone all the time and having no one to ask, like, hey, what do I do about cramps? I literally just chugged Aleve to survive the days. It was terrible until I quite literally burned a hole in my stomach. I think I was like 19 or 20. I had to go to the ER. It was terrible. It was horrible. But yeah, anywhere else in the world, you have to get a prescription for them because of how dangerous they are. But it's the only thing that touches cramps, so what are you gonna do? Exactly, Jim. Oh, I took an arrow to the knee, Barney. Here's a Motrin. You can NSAIDs over the counter here, but you need 2 cops, store manager, and a signed affidavit to buy 1 Sudafed, which I find, I mean, it's probably a good thing. Sudafed makes me sick. Like, I think I'm allergic to it. I don't know what the allergy is, but the one time in my life that I ever took Sudafed, I had a really, really bad cold, and I was backpacking around New England, which is not when you want to be sick. And I had never taken Sudafed before, and I was like, you know what? I'm on a trip right now. I need to feel a little bit better. Like, I need to be able to get on trains and fucking get where I need to go. And the Sudafed made me feel like I was dying. I never took it again, ever. But I think Sudafed's what they make meth out of, right? So maybe that's a good thing. Seriously, yeah, they make me ill. It's so weird. I don't know. Oh, they make LSD out of it? Really? Well, that doesn't. I mean, I'm not saying I've taken LSD before. Allegedly, I might have, and it didn't make me sick. Allegedly. Hypothetically speaking. What do they make meth out of? Cough medicine? There's a reason. One of the drugs, the reason we have to, like, you need a cop. I mean, no shit. You go to the pharmacy, you ask for Sudafed. You don't need a doctor's prescription, but they take your license. They need to put you in the system. Like, they record. how much Sudafed you're buying because you make some sort of drug with it, and I couldn't think. Aw, 0G. Happy Saturday. Cheers. I have a stoner bowl from last night. No clue what that is. Also a lighter. Sudafed is. There you go. Methamphetamine. There you go. I knew one of them was. There's multiple drugs like that where they track them like that. Cold medicine, I think, does the same. It's used for meth for sure. That's why it's locked up. There you go. Yeah. Mucinex, I think. Mucinex, I don't use Mucinex.
No.
I don't know.
I'm going to fuck you with Satan's cock.
Ooh, Dream, I'm excited for you. Barry, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an anus swing so fucking long. It's a lot of months, and I appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, and I hope you're doing well, Honeybean. So what Mucinex, I don't like the idea of Mucinex. When your body is creating an excess of mucus, it's for a reason. It's to flush out, usually, a bacteria or a virus or dust or particles in your sinuses or something like that. And blocking the creation of mucus can cause those mucus membranes to stick together, get ultra dry. I think Mucinex isn't terribly harmful if you're using it like a one-time thing, like you need to go to a meeting and you need to not have a runny nose. But to use it regularly during a cold to stop mucus production, I think is really bad. Like that's just halting like a natural process that's supposed to happen. Like I always tell you guys, if you've got ickies in your lungs, cough it out. If it's in your nose, blow it out. Get it out. Like that is the fastest way to get better, is get that shit out of your body. And if your body can't create mucus to help flush out that shit, I think that's going to extend to sickness. Mucus does a thing. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm trying to think of the exact mechanism. It blocks the mucous membrane irritation from creating excess mucus, and I can't remember exactly what the modality is of it, but the idea of it, I don't like. It's a Band-Aid, when you're sick. Good evening, Sorlin. I hope you're doing well, Honeybean. Saturday, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It is. It's that, I think. I thought expectorants make the mucus thinner so you can move it out. Expectorants are different than Mucinex. We have expectorants. I mean, they might be similar, but I know Mucinex has an ability to literally stop mucus production because we've had people come in with the worst sinus pain of their entire life because their sinuses got stuck together because they're so dry. I don't know if it was exactly from Mucinex, but it was from a drug like that. We have expectorants, absolutely, that can help loosen up mucus. It's like a blood thinner for mucus, absolutely, but it doesn't halt the production of mucus. It doesn't halt the production of mucus. I'm sorry, that was repetitive. So it's really fucked up. So your sinuses, you know what I talk about sinuses all the time because mine are fucked up, but your sinuses are like butterfly wings that spread across your skull and help flush out shit, right? There's mucus coming from all over it. And what happens is if the sinuses here where they actually drain get stuck shut or clogged or something, all of it builds up. And I've literally seen people get peeled and their sinuses are blocked up to here. Like there's mucus. It's fucking gnarly. You need to blow it out. Get it out. Like I can't even fathom that sinus pressure that person was suffering. That's chronic sinusitis. Sinusitis. That's the word, yeah. Fucking gnarly, dude. You don't want to, I bitch about that shit all the time. Stop putting Band-Aids on shit. Figure out why it's happening. Because fuck that shit. Saline is great. Literally, saline is the number one thing to help flush that shit out. That is absolutely the best option. And then obviously, if you're feeling horrible and you think it's a virus or something, go see the doctor. We can't do anything about a virus, but, don't sit and wallow in your nasty. I can't take Mucinex because it'll turn everything into concrete in my lungs and then I end up in the hospital in my deathbed. It dries you out somehow. It's really weird. It's a bizarre drug, but I'm not a hundo. I know we don't offer Mucinex in the hospital. I know that. I know. This is the thing. I think I've told you this, Strain. Like, I started The Pit, and the way that show is, if you haven't watched The Pit, it's phenomenal. The show is, every episode is 1 hour of a 12-hour shift in the ER. And within the first 2 episodes, I was shaking, crying, wailing, because it's so real. Like, I have personally experienced everything that has happened in those first 2 episodes, very personally, like firsthand. These are stories that are being raked right out of real people that have worked in the ER. They are some real fucked up shits. And it's usually when I watch shows, it's before I go to bed. I cannot watch that show before I go to bed. I can't go to bed. Like, it starts to work me up. I start to get really like, oh, because I'm there. I'm in it. It is so fucking real. It's gnarly, dude. It's a really good show. Like, I want to continue watching it. I just need to find, like, I need to watch it in the morning when I'm working out or something. Because I can't watch it at nighttime. It's too real. Oh, I know. I'm probably gonna be fucking reeling, I'm sure, because I was in the first 2 episodes. They're using Powerade. Shut the fuck up. The piercing chick gave us aerosolized saline solution to clean out her piercings with that. That shit is startling when it sprays. It's good shit, though. It is the good shit. And the nice thing about saline sprays and stuff is they won't kill off all the good bacteria that you want in your nose, which is why they say when you get piercings and tattoos and stuff, you don't want to put like antibiotic ointment on it or anything. Because you want all the natural bacteria to help the healing and everything, but you don't want ickies to get in there. I genuinely think some of the meds shouldn't be allowed, like Mucinex. It sounds like it does nothing good other than convenience you, because your presence is somehow required in the real world where you should be resting. Very much so. I mean, Fox, you just nailed the pharmaceutical world on the head. I mean, they make a lot more money off of you needing a Band-Aid forever than fixing you one time. Right? It's fucked up. It's real fucked up. That's American medicine in a nutshell, though. It's disgusting. We make a lot more money off of your heart surgery than we do preventing heart disease. Disgusting. Doesn't make it right. No excuse. It's fucking disgusting, but that's real. Good morning, Beth, my love. I was thinking of you last night. I hope you're doing well. My mom was an ER tech for 20 years. She has some stories. Sisson is an RN right now. Worked for ER for 2 years. No shit. The ER is gnarly. Most people that work the ER tend to, flux into the floors every couple of months just to help, relax for a minute. Because that constant just, go, 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 and you're never really doing, long-term care of patients. Not only is it mind-numbing, but you can lose skills. There are very, very, very specific skills depending on where you work in the hospital. If you work in the ER all the time, you lose your skills of taking care of a patient long term. And likewise, if I work in the ICU or the floors all the time, I lose my skills as to emergency skills. It's important to be all over the place so you don't lose those skills by any means, and you don't go crazy. You don't want to go burnout. Yeah, because then you start not looking at patients like people. You start looking like patients as numbers, and none of that's okay. We all agree that's not okay. You got it in your eye. I'm so sorry. That's fucked. Fix the symptoms, not the cause. Exactly. Yeah. Bridge channel now. Let's go. Dude, we're down with that. Let's fucking go. The drug therapy I had, which enabled me to not being able to wait, I'm so sorry. I can read. The drug therapy I had, which enabled me to not be a drying, retching heap if I imbibed alcohol. This is currently not available anywhere because there aren't enough people with it to warrant anything except shelving for patient enforcement. There is a drug there. What? It made you. Are you allergic to booze? Wait, I'm confused. Emergency medicine looks like it requires specific personality, very, very much so. There's something to emergency medicine in general, and that's just not just the ER, that's across the board. I've talked about this before, but one of those terrible things that, I don't even know where to start it, but there's a personality trait that you have no idea someone has until you're in one of those very hyper-specific situations. So every time we hire an RT, a nurse, etc., it takes about $10,000, around 6 weeks to train that person. And that means they're going to be under another nurse or another RT for 6 to 8 weeks ish. They're not going to be alone, period. Because we trust that you can do your job, but you need to learn our hospital. You need to learn how this hospital works. There's another person there so you don't get lost, et cetera, et cetera. One of the most horrible things that can happen is you get someone who has put themselves through 6+ years of higher education, medical school. They've taken all the board certified tests. They've done everything. They have straight A's. They're great. They're a brain. They're a walking fucking brain. They can literally like list every specific ventilator and every specific ventilator setting that exists. But someone crashes, i.e. their heart stops, and that person freezes in the door. You have to go. It's the worst moment in my training experience is when I have to go, you have to go. You don't get another chance because that is who you are. You freeze, unfortunately. And we don't know that until you're in it. It's impossible to know. And so if you're that personality type, we can't take that risk. You have to go. You don't get to work ICU. There's a certain personality type that like, when someone's heart stops, you hear the crash call, your brain doesn't think. It just goes, boop, crash mode, and you run into the room and you save the body. There's nothing else even functioning there. There's no question. It's autopilot. It's just do. And even when you're not, like, you're a brand new grad or something and you're not, like, 1,000,000,000% confident in your skills, you still, there's something about it where you jump in and do what you're fucking told. And some people go, like a deer in headlights, and we have to ask you to leave. You're not safe in an ICU, and it's very sad. It's fucking horrible. I hate doing that. They end up working on floors and stuff where there's a less likelihood of emergency until we can try again maybe in 5 years and see, do you still freeze? Because 1 second, you guys know, human life is very delicate. 1 second of a freeze, that's enough to make a big difference in the outcome of a person whose heart is stopped. It's not and I'm sure all of you have had loved ones in the hospital, or if you've been in the hospital, you don't want us taking that chance either. I don't know what that is though. Like, it's not a flex. It's just something in you that doesn't freeze versus freeze. I don't know what it is, but it's horrible. It's a terrible moment for that person because they know it. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows you froze in the doorway. We're never going to see you again. Like, it sucks. It's horrible. I laugh because it literally is horrific. I hate doing that. I could never be a boss because those tough conversations fucking suck. I despise them so much because there's nothing wrong with that person. They're probably a genius. They probably could go cure cancer or something. Not really, but like go work in research and they're phenomenal. They're just not built for the therapy part. And telling someone after 9 years of education and like thousands of dollars of passing their board certifications and getting their license, and then telling them like, sorry, your dream of working in the ICU isn't going to work. Ouch! It sucks. I hate it. Cheers. I'm one of those people, when I see blood and broken bones, I go into slow-mo while everyone around me is yelling, the sky is falling. I don't know this about myself until I was in the situation. That's exactly it. You don't know. And it's not a knock on someone. It means nothing. I mean, it doesn't mean you're bad at, you don't know what you're doing. It doesn't mean you're not going to be a good nurse or something. It just means you can't work in emergency situations. Because we have to rely that no matter what, no matter who's there, the moment that call button goes off, you go into action, not inaction. It just sucks. It sucks. All of it sucks. I heard from somewhere that I can't remember that people on the spectrum respond faster and better to such scenarios required immediate action. I wonder how true that is. I wouldn't doubt that. Simply because this is something that I've just learned with myself. I feel a lot more confidence when I have a formula, a step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like if I've got that, I jump right the fuck in. I've got no qualms. Versus like sitting around a table in a calm atmosphere and discussing a topic, that's where I panic. If that makes sense. Like I'm in the moment, I just fly. I know exactly what to do. It's stained into my brain. But the calm atmosphere where you're sitting around and doing these calm talks and shit, that's where I start to like freak out and I feel very uncomfortable and I can't think straight and I don't know why I'm there and I'm wondering if I'm in trouble the whole time for something. But there's something about neurodivergent people latching on to instructions. Like, I'm sure I can't be the only one who's a little neurospicy in here and fucking creams themselves over Lego instructions. Show of hands. If you have never experienced Lego instructions, you haven't lived. Ugh! They are everything. And if nothing has screamed to me that I'm a little ADHD more, it is the fact that I just like touched myself to those instructions because they're so literal, they're so perfect, they're so step by step, and we thrive in that. Versus people that don't have a neurospicy mind and trust their own brain, I guess, the neuro-regular whatevers, they extrapolate within those instructions and have more room to fuck up because they have kind of a blind confidence and they're like, well, I remember 1 and 3, I'll get to 2, and we're just like, no, there is 1, there is 2, there is 3. What the fuck? Like, we get personally offended when someone skips 2. But to them, it's like no big deal. But to us, it's like the end of the world, which is why I think we function better in it. I've had a theory my whole career. I really do think the vast majority of RTs are ADHD at least. I don't know how we function without that skill. I truly think ADHD is a little bit of a superhero power in that because we are able to move at 1,000,000 miles an hour and still function. Like, we function almost better in those chaotic situations. And all the RTs I've ever talked to, I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah. You got a little something because you talk real fast just like me. It's understandable. It's a real fuck your feelings, this mechanical moment, but instant action is what's needed right then. Exactly. And it's exactly what you said, though, Anubis. There's a very delicate line between being that person that can do exact action in the moment. I'm not thinking about people's feelings. I'm not worried about hurting someone's feelings, bumping by them. I'm getting to the head of the bed. I'm going to intubate and I'm going to save my patient's life, period, end of story. But there is a balance with still treating everyone in the room like a human and still realizing that's a human on the bed. You can't turn into a machine. There's definitely like something there, and I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's a rough job, man. Medicine's hard. Yes, some people just freeze when shit goes sideways. It happens. Not all of us can just run towards trouble. Exactly. And it doesn't mean anything's wrong with you. In fact, in real life, like, that's probably beneficial. To freeze in danger and assess the situation and figure out what the fuck you're gonna do versus someone who just acts in the moment and doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, that's actually probably beneficial in literally almost any other situation other than saving a life in a critical situation in a hospital. It's just two different types of brains. There's nothing right or wrong with either one at all. I think the attending does a good job at projecting those kind of emotions and grievances about making those calls on the show. I think so too. They did. I mean, the main guy does a really, really good job. When moments matter and you have to execute and hopefully find a way to process, deal later. 100%. And that's kind of the mentality. This is an emergency. The heart has stopped. We have milliseconds to act. Fix this immediate situation. And then when we have time, we will slow down. And we will fill in all the gaps and everything, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I feel like sometimes those freeze people are the people that are thinking about filling in the gaps before the situation. I don't know. It sucks. I remember my first day out on the floors of an ICU was with my mother. And she never told me this. But she told me afterwards, she's like, I never knew. I had no idea if you'd freeze at a door. And it was terrifying because that was 9 years of education. And all those horrible board certified tests I went through to maybe, and then my mom, I mean, bless her heart, she was probably really looking forward to me being an RT. Like, what if she had to watch me be one of those freeze people and she's the one who would have had to been like, you can't be here. Ugh. Double fisting. I wondered your thoughts, Katie. My husband had a lipoma removed yesterday, and they decided to intubate him. They punctured his soft palate doing it. How does something like that happen? So it's actually fairly common. By puncture. I don't mean to ask like too many details. I don't want to be too nosy. Did they just scratch across the top palate or did they fucking intubate up into his brain? Like, how serious are we talking here? Because your soft palate does have bones. Like, it's pretty hard to like get through the soft palate with anything. And an intubation tube is plastic, but the intubation tube is beveled. And while we're intubating, it can scrape across the top of the roof of the mouth and scratch it. Absolutely. And then unfortunately, while you're intubated, your mouth is open. And I'm sure all of us know this. I'm sure we're aware. I'm not assuming anyone's stupid, but saliva is the number one thing that protects our mouth. Saliva lubricates all of our mucous membranes so that our teeth move smoothly while we talk, etc. It lubricates our tongue so we can talk, and it literally helps protect our enamel. One of the main reasons that drug addicts lose their teeth, a lot of people like to associate it with meth, is because they get so fucking cracked out of their head. They do this. And their teeth dry out, and there's no saliva protecting the enamel, and so their teeth crumble. It's not the drugs. I mean, they grind their teeth on top of it, but a lot of it's due to this horrible chronic dry mouth that leads to delicate teeth, and then they grind their teeth, and then the teeth crumble, etc., etc. So we scrape the roof in the mouth, and then you're intubated, and then your mouth is just jacked open and super fucking dry. It can make everything look so much worse. So just curious, like, there was a hole in the back of his throat you could fit a crayon in. I really want to come up with some sort of like, oh yeah, that's normal. That is not normal. Like, so another question. I know I'm so sorry. Another question. Do we know it was the intubation tube? I'm not calling you out. Like, I'm not saying you're lying at all. I'm just curious. Like, do we know it was the intubation tube? Because like intubation tubes are massively bigger than a crayon. For one thing, I mean, not that I'm not saying it could have rammed it in the back, but there are a lot of other things we do in your mouth while you're intubated, like a yank hour. So you know when you're in the dentist and that sucky thing they stick in your mouth and they're like, close your mouth. And then they pull it out of your mouth and it sucks all the spit out. We have those. Anytime you're intubated, we have that available because your mouth still salivates while you're intubated, and we don't want any of that spit to go down into your lungs and be aspirated. So we're constantly yank-houring out the back of your throat, and I wonder if someone suctioned on the back of his throat and like tore a piece of fucking skin off. Because I genuinely don't, like, intubation tubes are curved, and the way that we intubate is like, where's my head? Hold on. This is my head. I wish I had a real head to do this with. Ah, headphones. I mean, not a real head, but you know what I'm saying. One that could open its mouth. So the way that we intubate is at this angle. So I'm at the head of the bed. I'm usually standing behind the bed. And then the tube is curved like this. And I go in the mouth right here. And it should, like, literally with the curve, should go down and come through the, like, into the carina. Like, borderline without, I mean, I hate to be graphic, borderline without, like, literally purposefully stabbing the back of someone's throat. I don't know how to do that with an intubation tube. Yeah. I think the only other way, so, I mean, sometimes when we intubate, they have an instrument similar to a speculum. I've literally only seen students use it. Ortiz and shit don't usually use it because we're just badass like that. But students, like teaching student or doctor students and shit, they have to know how to use literally everything. So they'll use them, but it kind of looks like a shoehorn. And they like, it pushes your tongue down and your epiglottis and like rakes the bottom of your jaw down so they can get it. And we usually, the only time I've ever seen it used like necessarily is when people have an enormous tongue due to like an allergic reaction or something like that. Or if, like I've told you guys, I had a patient one time who sat at home with a horrible cough for so long that the back of his throat looked like hamburger by the time I got to him. We'll use that to try to open the airway to like visualize where the fuck we're putting the tube. But like, yeah. Again, not saying you're wrong or that it wasn't the intubation tube. I just can't think of how to even, because it's curved, it's not straight, so it doesn't even touch the back of the throat. It shouldn't. Regardless, that's an injury the hospital gave your husband, so I would be talking to someone about it. But I mean, even the yank hour, like, I just don't know how you could do that. Unless you're being really rough, which I hate to say. I don't even want to put that in your head, but like, it's excessive, you know? We are, okay, had to go to the ER last night, so messed up. Okay, I was gonna say, like, regardless of any of it, please make sure everything is all these records are taken. All of this is recorded. You are talking to people because that is clearly an injury that was not there before intubation and is now there. And that should never happen. Like, period. You should leave the hospital in better condition. You should not be leaving with more injuries. This is why we do, like, body checks and shit. It's fucked up. But that, like, back, like, is it, I'm sorry I'm asking so many questions. I'm genuinely curious, though. Is it in front of the uvula or behind it? Is it in front of that? Like, is it hair? Or is it, like, behind the, like, is it the back of the fucking, back here? It's to the left. Is it like more anterior or posterior to it? So it's like on the top? I mean, that, it sounds like a very lackadaisical intubation if you were able to stab the roof of someone's mouth with your intubation tube. Like, I don't know what the fuck you were doing. I've never hurt someone with the intubation tube. That being said, I've seen it happen. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible. I've absolutely seen it happen. The intubation tubes can be very sharp. But Jesus Christ. Posterior, so it's to the left posterior. Yeah, that just sounds horrible. Juan, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it a fucking A to swings. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways. And don't forget your Prime subs. Every time you forget a Prime sub, Jeff Bezos gets a $5 bill shoved up in his greasy-ass G-string, and he does nothing for society. Use your Prime subs. I appreciate you. You don't have to use them here. Find someone who needs a smile and throw your Prime at them, and thank you. Absolutely. I was going to say, like, if this gives you any form of consolation, sometimes looking at worst case scenario gives me a sense of like, oh my God, it could have been so much worse. So the one time, genuinely, one time in my entire career that I have seen an intubation cause an injury was in a 90-something-year-old patient who we never should have been intubating in the first place. Like, this person had a direct order that said, do not resuscitate. However, the family stepped in and said, save her. And when you're old like that, there's many things going on, but the number one thing is your tissues are delicate. All your tissues are very, very delicate. And so the doctor went and intubated, and the intubation tube went through the trachea into the fucking aortic artery, the aorta, stabbed the aorta. I was just talking about this recently. We had 3 RTs with 2 yank hours, the suctiony things, a piece in this patient's mouth, suctioning blood out so it didn't go into their lungs and drown them. We suctioned 13 pints of blood out. And I know it for a fact because we filled up the pints and lined them up on a fucking window before anyone said, okay, we can stop. And that was, I think, 7 mass transfusion bags later. But that's the worst I've ever seen. And there were just so many extenuating circumstances with that circumstance that went along with it. That's why it's really hard. Like, I just don't know how you do that to someone who's relatively young and healthy without being insanely careless, which I just don't understand at all. Like, literally, I mean, when we intubate, we, like, take out a sterile table and everything. We take out the tube. We lube that fucking tube. Like, literally, we have fucking KY jelly. We lube the fuck out of that tube. It looks disgusting. We do so many things to make it a smooth transition into your throat, into the airway, and then we inflate a little balloon that makes it an airtight seal. Like, it's so easy to not fuck up. And the fact that we put you out, like, when we intubate people, we don't intubate people awake, thrashing. It is so fucking dangerous for previously stated reasons. Obviously, we don't want that tube wiggling around in your airway at all. So we knock you the fuck out. Propofol, fentanyl, poosh, you are done. You are to the point where I can literally take your jaw and do this and rake your head back and everything. I can manipulate you in all the ways I need to safely intubate you. That's the point of it. I just don't know how they did that, and I'm so sorry you're going through that, because that's crazy. Lube makes everything better. Lube is all over the hospital. We have so much fucking lube in the hospital. It is crazy, but genuinely, like, you don't want dry surfaces dragging on mucous membranes inside your body. Lube for your butt, lube for your nose, lube for your mouth, lube for everything. Like, we don't want to damage tissues. Badass, what up? We gotta lube up. We gotta lube up. Gotta lube up, man. It's important. Wait, Kel, who the fuck said that? So apparently I've become gay and not manly because I drink through straws. I mean, I was already gay because I washed my asshole. I'm just tired of conservative gender ideology. How far are they gonna go? Like, what's next? Blowing your nose is gay. Cleaning your ears is gay. Brushing your hair is gay. Like, are they just gonna start looking like fucking rats? What the fuck is going on? I'd rather be nice, have a clean asshole, and be gay. I'm gonna be real. Find someone who needs a smile and throw your prime. It rhymes, so it's true. It's great. Honestly, it makes anybody smile. Oh, my ex-wife suffered collapsed lungs because of a botched extubation. I'm so sorry that happened. Shit like that is just, I get so fucking irrationally angry hearing those stories from you guys because there are so many goddamn precautions we take before extubating someone. Like, and I'm being very real with you, annoyingly fine-tuned procedures to ensure you can breathe off that tube. I gotta, like, our hospital's skipping these steps? Like, how? I've never had a failed extubation in my fucking life because I follow protocol. I follow protocol. Extubating is taking it out. Literally, it is deflating that little balloon in the back of your throat and saying, all right, 1, 2, 3, big cough. And that patient goes, and you pull it out, and that's it. But it's covered in lube and spit, so it's very smooth transition. But we do literally so many tests. One of which, not limited to, I literally disconnect you from the ventilator and just stare at you for 30 seconds. It's horrible. But you're awake, and I'm coaching you through it, and I literally have to sit there and I'm like, all right, honey, you're going to have to suck air through this tube for 30 seconds to prove you can come off the ventilator, and we're going to do it together. And I put a tube in my mouth, and I disconnect them, and we look each other, and then I go... for 30 fucking seconds, because that's one of like 9 tests you must prove to me before you can get off that ventilator. I don't know how you fucked that up. It seems like malpractice. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Your wife didn't deserve that. It's just, we go to school for so fucking long not to fuck up. I'm sorry, I get really heated. I don't understand. It's just, humans are not something you take lightly, my God. Be gentle, fuck. No, she doesn't. It's such an avoidable thing. Like, it's 100% avoidable, because if you do not pass any of those tests, we just leave you on the ventilator a little bit longer. Like, maybe you're just not awake yet. Like, literally, we have to basically Narcan you to do all these tests. So you're going from, like, a propofol, fentanyl, lovely little mix of I'm in dreamland to I'm awake and there's a tube in my throat. And then I have to coach you through all these tests. It's not easy. It's horrible. And if you fail any of them, you don't come off. Because you can collapse your lungs. Like, why would I do that to somebody? My God. Fucking A. This makes me happy. Was shopping for shorts yesterday. Oh my God. Found a 7-inch inseam. So slutty. What the fuck? Where? Share with the class. What upsets me, I recently heard a doctor content creator say the words, unfortunately, she's part of the trend of young people being diagnosed with cancer. I'm going to assume that was someone who is speaking in, like, medical terms and not human terms, in terms of, like, the trend of a graft. A graph? Not... oh my God, it's so trendy for young people these days to get cancer. I'm gonna fucking hope it's the other one. Yeah? 'Cause, whoa. Did you know Australia's biggest import is boomerangs? Coincidentally, it's also their biggest their biggest export. I fucked it up. Export is boomerangs. Coincidentally, it's their biggest import. How dare you? I've never made a boomerang work. I don't believe they work. Brushing your teeth is so gay. What are you gonna do? Stick a toothbrush, something that looks like a dick in your mouth? Oh my god, for tooth hygiene? Gay. So gay. I legit saw a post from a dirty ass mouth breathing knuckle dragger that said, dudes are gay if they love their wives. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. What? Help! 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 We are not doing okay. CK, I want to go watch a bunch of buff men in tight clothing wrestle with each other. I mean, I want to watch football. Totally different. Big and tall store, that's incredible. I'm jealous. 30 days, that's too long. That's fucked up. Bit random question I just saw. Are you messing around painting like Van Gogh? The fact that like 5 people have said, wow, that looks kind of Van Gogh-y, you guys are giving me heart palpitations, because yes, I did attempt that. It's obviously nothing yet. But yeah, and thank you. That's all I needed. Father, help! My boy! I know, that's how I feel. Help! I just want to go stand in a park somewhere and start screaming help until someone asks and be like, everything? Everything, though. Haven't you noticed? Help. Yeah, it's gonna be a picture of the last unicorn, like one of the iconic shots of her like on a hill or something. But I was looking at all these pictures of the last unicorn, and if you look at them, they're very like monochromatic. Like it'll be the unicorn, which is white, and then I'm assuming it's the sun. But like, you know, when the sun sets a certain color and like everything looks that certain color. So like when the sun is a certain point in the movie, everything's pink. Like the ground is pink, the plants are pink, the trees are pink, and the sky's pink. Like everything's pink. And it just looked really like kind of bland. And I was like, I'm going to try to spice it up. And so I thought about making the sky look like Starry Night. And that's what that is. And now I'm just really scared to put a unicorn on it. Because once it's laid, it's played, motherfuckers. You can't pick that shit up. So like, I just have to balls up, stick some white paint on it. I'll do it. It'll happen. Breathing is so gay. Your nose and mouth are just constantly penetrated by air. That's so gay. Dude, having holes is like the gayest thing you can have. Didn't you guys know? Like, let's not even talk about how many holes are in our nipples, for fuck's sake. We are so fucking gay. Crazy. Fucking crazy. Good morning, Will. How are you, love? Help! I'm being repressed! I need a goat! That's literally all I was going for. I pulled colors from the last unicorn photo and then just did all these cool swirlies and shit with it because I just wanted it to look kind of more interesting than just a blue sky. That was it. That's all I was going for, and I will take that. Always maintain that the strictest anti-LGBTQA politicians are also the ones that always get caught for gay porn usage all the time. The most homophobic people in the world that I've ever met personally have all been outed as gay or come out as gay themselves. It's so sad that they have to come from a place of such disdain and hate for themselves first. I feel bad because someone did that to them. No kid is born self-loathing. Someone has to teach you to hate yourself, and that's pretty fucked up. World's biggest gender reveal party, sunsets. Ma'am, what? What? You're very cute. Do you need attention right now? I have not even been sitting for 1 hour. Okay. Okay. Apparently we needed this. Probably didn't sleep very well either because I didn't sleep. I get it. You're a very sweet girl. Thank you. You know what it is nice outside. You called it. The sun's out. You don't want to snuggle. You want to play outside. You'll play outside. You'll get to go outside. Yes, it is. The sun is out. You called it. And you have blonde hair just stuck on you, Bill. Where you been? That you're just got hair on you. Good. That's why it's so fucking bright in here. I have every shade pulled. But the light, because it's nice and they feel it. We'll go outside later. You know we will. We go out every day. I know. Bless their hearts. Bless them. Being penetrated by food? Who even? Maybe a warmed cucumber. Exactly. There's no undo button on a paintbrush. Oh my God. Have I ever told you guys the story of after I got my iPad, what I tried to do on a piece of paper? I genuinely did. Absolutely. I got this was years ago. I got my iPad, was obsessed. I'm still obsessed. I love my iPad. It's amazing. But I used to draw and paint on it constantly until I broke my iPencil. And the way you go back, the way you erase, like if you do a bad line, is you double tap with two fingers. You don't double tap, you just two fingers on the screen and it erases that line. And I genuinely, real fucking talk, was painting and did on the fucking canvas before I was like, oh, I have to start painting more. This is a fucking problem. I actually two-fingered on the paint. I was appalled at myself. Don't worry. I was disgusted. It was fucking great, but terrible. Big wow. Big fucking wows. I know. I've done that. Thank you. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. It was a bad moment for me. That was when I was like, okay, I've played too much with my iPad. I've forgotten that an eraser exists. It's a problem. I tried to... Oh, I've done... I did one of these, like a pinch turn. I was like, no. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. It's really bad. You know what's crazy, Blood? I have never moved room. I've been in the same room literally for the past 5 years. I just keep spinning, you guys. So I think you've seen a full 360 of the front room of my house now. Because I'm just in a corner of the front room. So like this is what used to be my back. So you used to face that way. And now you just face that way towards the headphone graveyard and my snackles and stuff. Yep, I'm just always trying to optimize because my house is real small. And 2 big dogs and 2 big people. I'm always trying to optimize the space. I think I finally got it, though. Yeah, right under the desk. There she goes. Little cunt. I do the movement of Control-Z constantly. I mean, what a fucking useful tool if only that was real in real life. Because genuinely, the reason I haven't stuck a unicorn on that is the moment I do one little white, it's done. The unicorn's there forever now. And I just have to deal with wherever the fuck I put her, and I don't want to, I used to have so many balls. What happened to them? Like, literally, there's a white canvas behind it. I could just start over. Genuinely, I don't know why I'm so scared. I get nervous once I like it, and I kind of like it. And then I'm like, well, now I don't want to fuck it up. But, like, it's nothing. So if I don't fuck it up, it's nothing. I have to. Art's fucking fucked. It's a tumultuous life. I was talking to Zach recently, and he was like, man, I'm just so jealous of you and all your hobbies and all your creativity. It looks so fun. And I was like, I mean, thank you. But also, I'm here to tell you, it is not. It is literally like this horrible fucking hurricane of what do I do next in my head 24/7 to the point where it just paralyzes me into doing nothing. And just staring at all my projects for 8 hours and wishing something would happen to them, and nothing happens to them. Weird, because I'm just staring, and that's not how art works. It's never fun. I don't think. It just happens. Each time you show up to the art and creating is seriously, I feel every time I just look at it again, I'm like, we're still working on it. We're still doing it, guys. We're fine. I underpainted this. I don't think I can see it though. I can't. I totally underpainted it. Like, there is a unicorn. I drew everything on it before I painted it. Everybody has a different way that they do a painting. There's no right way. But the way I usually do is I take a pencil or like a piece of charcoal, do a really rough, light sketch of what's going on there, and then I go in, and it just gives my brain like a layout. If once it's laid, it's played. My nana used to say that all the time, playing cards, but I think of it in terms of art all the time. Because, like, the moment I put some paint, it's acrylic. The moment I put that white paint on there, it's stuck there no matter what. So I just have to deal with it, and I'm just not mentally in that space yet. I know, Viata, isn't that fucked? Here's the thing, though. I don't think I've ever been relaxed in my life. I think I thrive on my anxiety as, like, I'm addicted to it, like it's a drug. Without it, I don't know what to do. Like, I get anxious about not being anxious. Like, without it, I have no drive. I know. I wish. I don't. I mean, that's no shit, Viata. That's why I started this painting. I was sitting here just one night, just like having one of those moments stuck in my thoughts. And I was like, man, I used to have like fun and I had good feelings and I felt good. And like, I used to get excited about stuff. And I couldn't remember the last time like I got that jolt of excitement from something. Like, I used to get excited about like new art supplies. And, you know, starting a new project would like give me a jolt of like, yeah, I'm excited. And I don't get that anymore. Ever. It's just kind of like force yourself to do it because you used to like this. Keep doing it. You used to like this. You used to like this. This used to bring you pleasure. It will feel good one day. And I just keep going. And I'm worried I'm going to die that way. I don't know. But it's not the worst. It's not like it makes me feel shitty. Very much so, Fox. Very much so. I think it's very much a thing. I think a lot of people who suffer anxiety, we're a little bit addicted to it. Because it does drive us to finish things. Like, I don't finish things without it. Really. I kind of on a time crunch a little bit. The problem is, if there's a time crunch, I have to have a reason for the time crunch. So say I was like painting this for someone and their birthday was coming up or something, so I needed it done by a certain time. Then I truly disenjoy every fucking moment. The moment there's a time limit or a crunch or a due date, there's not a saving it. I won't enjoy it anymore. Same with games and shit. You put a timed mission or a timed something, that is a good way to get me to quit your game real fast. I just stress. It's like, it's the icky anxiety. I don't like that anxiety. That's the fucking poopy stuff. But the moment that's on it, it's not fun. I hate it now. Every moment of it, it couldn't be saved. Whereas now, because there's not like any sort of time crunch on it, I'm not doing it for any reason other than just I'm trying to get myself back into painting because I know I can. I used to paint all the time. I used to sell paintings for fuck's sake. I was decent. Like, I can take breaks and work on it when I feel like it, as opposed to like you have to regardless and just being miserable and resenting it. It's like anal sex. It'll be good one day. Oh my God. If someone's hurting your butt, make them stop. Butt sex shouldn't hurt. We've come full circle. Lube. We've come full fucking circle. I learned how to turn my brain off in 2014. Been so happy since. Is it drugs? Oh, 100%. That was me with school. Like, I am definitely a time crunch girly when it comes to like papers, assignments, stuff that I have to do that I'm not going to enjoy no matter what. Like, I'm not going to enjoy writing a paper. That's never going to happen, but I have to do it. I'm definitely a do it the night before. But no shit, when I was in school, like, I went through this period of time where I was like, I'm going to rewrite my personality and I'm going to be like everybody else. Like, I'm going to start my rough draft when the teacher assigns the paper, not the day before it's due. And I actually did that and I I failed. I am dumber when I do what everybody else does. Whereas if people just leave me to my own devices and I stress pump out a paper the night before it's due and I turn it in literally 8 a.m. the next morning and I have not slept all night, I can pull a pretty strong B+. If I give myself weeks to rewrite it and reread it and reread it and rewrite it and reread it, it comes out another fucking language. It's not even sensical anymore. Like, literally, I did it, and my teacher didn't even grade it, just handed me back and was like, I don't think you were in a mind space. Let's redo this. Like, they thought I was on drugs or something. That's what happens when I try to function like other people. Put me in a 30-minute, I will get you a paper. Because I don't have the time to second guess myself a million times. So it's just going to be just what it should be, I guess. But 100%. But when it comes to stuff I want to enjoy, I kind of like, I need the freedom and space to do it when I want. Otherwise, it's not. I'll hate it. I'll resent it forever. Like, I don't own any of my own art. Like, I don't look at it. I can't. I hate it. I just see everything wrong with it. I know I need to get my Danger Noodles rats. They both just shed, which is why they're stretching out and stuff. Sounds like Nana Topic. How are you, Nana? The trifecta: Mucinex, hospital injuries, anal sex. We've come full circle. Yeah, we just like to put general PSAs out there. You never know who's reading or listening. Ever. It's not me saying you're into I'm not saying like calling you out as you're having bad butt sex. But like in general, I don't want anyone ever to like not catch the sarcasm or joke in something one of us says and be like, "Oh, so it should hurt all the time." All right, honey, the blood is normal. I just don't, you know? I want us all to have a good time. All the time. Every adult should have lube in their home. Just get that. Just get some lube. Water-based, preferably. A golden doodle? Oh my god, cute. There's no thoughts, just love. Yep. No. That's all they are. Patient survived with massive internal injuries. Exactly. Exactly. Everyone's dumber for doing what everybody else does, though. Also, the gun shop looking at the thing, and this old man was just pointing a pistol willy-nilly towards Mr. fucking around with it. What? So Zeke told me that when he worked at a pawn shop, if anyone came in to buy a gun and they fucked around like that, you immediately took it from them and did not sell them a gun. Like, it didn't matter at all. If someone even takes a breath of fucking around with a gun, i.e. pointing it around willy-nilly, being a fucking idiot, you take it and you're like, no, you don't get to buy a gun from us now. That's crazy. No one was watching him. Wow. That's fucking scary. People are so dumb. No, that's worth venting about. You know me, I'm not an anti-gun person. I'm an anti-insane people having guns. Like, I grew up around hunting guns and stuff like that. There's a very safe way to be around guns. You put them in a fucking locked safe and don't give them to idiots that point them at other people. Yeah. We've come full circle if we ever came at all. It's facts. J-Lube is a good one. You can shove that spike thing in my ass. Finally. How about no? Flared bases, my dudes. Flared motherfucking bases. That's so dumb. I get so mad at that shit. I just don't. It's so dumb. So dumb. How about you have this nice, soft plastic comb, buddies? That looks more your speed. Exactly. Here's a yo-yo. If you want to go outside, you can play with it with your friends. It's just your speed, buddy. Let's be honest, your friend, by yourself, whatever. Yeah, that is, man, it's crazy. I know I take it for granted. I was given a lot of gun safety as a kid, so it's just it seems like common sense to me that it doesn't matter the state of a fire. Like, I wouldn't point this at anybody, and it's a fucking fake gun. It's a never been loaded airsoft, and I won't even point it at my monitor because I'm scared. We don't fuck around. You just don't get a magic, I have a magic wand somewhere and I genuinely just don't know where it is right now. If I had it, I'd show you. They're way cooler. Magic is way more fun. Get yourself a magic wand. You can point that at everybody all day long. Again, don't sit on it. Have you been Katie since a while? Been a while since I was on Twitch. How the pups and Zeke? Wonderful. Everybody's alive, doing amazing. As you can see, just laying out. Oh, Zeke and I played a really fun game last night. Side note. What was it called? Repo? Fun / infuriating / terrifying. Granted, I was insanely high from Faded Friday. But Zach got done with stream early yesterday and he was like, do you want to play a game with me? Literally came straight out of his office. I was like, I want a burrito. And he was like, okay, we can get burritos if you play a game with me. I was like, okay. So we played Repo. But it was pretty fun, actually. Oh, I was so high. To the point where I created names. Because Zach kept telling me, like, that's this monster and this is what it does. I turned it into... Cheeseburger, I'm a cheeseburger. I'm a cheeseburger. All by myself out here. It was stupid but funny. It's a pretty cute game if you're looking for like a fun. I played a game similar to that and I can't remember what it was called, but it was a game where you like had to do certain quests or whatever in a house, but then there would be people waiting in the van like talking to you, looking at cameras overhead. It's fun. I know he liked it because he bought it for me and made me play it with him last night. Oh my god, Beth, we should totally play Super High. Phasmophobia. Yes, it reminds me of Phasmophobia, but like you don't have a van or anything. It's just you like go into a house and you have to steal all the expensive items and get out before a monster kills you. I think that's it. It's pretty cute. It was fun. I liked it. I mean, it must have been fun. We played for like 4 straight hours last night. I got up and I was like, Zach, I have to tell you, that is the longest I've sat and played one singular game in years. Like, normally, I'm a good 60 minutes, and then I have to stand up and do something. Like, I'll go do dishes or something, and then I'll sit down and play a little bit more, and then I have to go do something because my joints and shit just start to, like, fall out of themselves and hurt. 4 hours. Me neither. I can never play games that long. I think we took one break because I made cookies, but, like, genuinely, like, it happens to me when we're playing Control sometimes. Like, I cross my legs, and it makes it so whatever leg is on top, it starts to fall out of my knee joint. It's so gross. But like my ass will go numb. It's really weird. My ass, like, because my leg is falling out, it's very bizarre. But the sitting too long does that to me every fucking time. Is the art on your right inspired by Van Gogh? Thank you. It is. You guys are killing me, man. Thank you. The fact that in any way, shape, or form you picked up a little bit of a Van Gogh Starry Night from that, thank you. Yeah. It's going to be a painting of The Last Unicorn, but I wanted this guy to look Van Gogh-y, so thank you. I fucking appreciate you. I took a break to make cookies, so Katie, 100%. Like, I can't... What happens is, while I'm sitting and getting bored, my brain starts to race while I'm sitting, and it's like, what else could we do? And it's kind of like, it's like a wheel. If you pictured like a big wheel, like the Price is Right wheel or whatever, where they like spin it, and it's just like, tick, 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 tick. The entire time I'm playing a game, my brain is going, tick, 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 and then at about the hour mark is when it's like, tick, cookies! And I'm like, oh yeah, cookies. And I go make cookies, and then I sit down and play a game for a while, and the moment I'm sat down, it's tick, 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 tick. You saw a pube on the toilet seat. Clean the bathroom! Go clean the bathroom, hour later, come back, sit down, play a game, tick, 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 tick. It's the whole time. Anytime I'm sitting, my brain is like, there's gotta be something else we could do, because this is terrible. Every time. It's like a hamster wheel of options, though. Like, and it's whatever one my brain assumes might give the biggest dopamine hit. That's what it's kind of shuffling through the whole time I'm doing, because I just do not sit well. My body wants to get, and I think part of it is I have this stretchy shit where my joints just like fall out when I'm sitting. I love Monopoly, but that one, I feel like Monopoly worked for me because it would be like my family, like 4 people, me, my sister, usually my mom and dad, on the ground playing Monopoly, and I can like roll around and I can sit crisscross applesauce, or I can sit on my stomach, or I can lay on my side, or I can like sit on my knees with my ass in the air like child's pose and play. Like I can squirm, not squirm friendly in any, like the best I can squirm. This is my best squirm I've got in any office chair whatsoever at all. And I think that's what gets me. You give me a squirm chair though, and I'm pretty good. Like I can squirm and shuffle my body around enough to like be able to kind of like function in it a little bit. But chairs like this, they're not meant to be squirmable because, to be honest, it's probably terrible for your back and they're trying to prevent the squirming. But it just makes me sit in them less, which honestly isn't the worst. Probably. I'm so jealous. This is the best I can do. Like, I can get my heel on the chair and hug my leg, but that's about it. Dude, I think I would totally play with Gassy and Beth. That'd be fucking hilarious. Dude. Gassy and Zeke would get so tired of our shit. Are you kidding me? Beth and I will just be uncontrollably high. The boys will be trying to actually accomplish things. So, like, in your ear, all you're going to hear from Zach and Gassy's stream is a very faint, burger! It's a burger! I'm a burger! And they're going to be like, well, I found a vase. They're going to hate it. That'll have to happen. Not specifically because I like annoying them for any reason in particular, but like, I played it last night with Zach. It was fun. It was my first time ever playing, but I had a fun time. Make it happen, please, and thank you. Oh, I mean, that's easy. Literally, Gassy and Zeke are always looking for games like that. That is they just played it. Didn't they just play, were they playing Repo or something recently? Didn't they just play it together? Or was that a different game? They're always looking for shit like that to play. I think they literally just played the game with like Ko and Gassy and a few other people and Zeke and etc. They just played. Yeah, they've already played together, so easy. I think that's literally why he got me to play, because he got obsessed with it. Right, Viata, and that's the problem. It doesn't exist. And my biggest issue is, I think this is like a long leg issue, if anybody else is short torso, long leg. But there's just no seat in the world that is really comfortable for me because my fucking thighs are too long. Like, when I look at, like, ergonomic sitting, like, how you should appropriately sit to be comfortable and good for your back, etc., the seat of a chair should not end here. And the seat of my chair ends, like, right there. And it cuts my nerves off. Like, it literally, like, cuts the nerves, like, pinches into my leg. Chairs should go about here, but there's no fucking chair in the world. They don't make it. Like, I can scoot my ass back as far as possible, and it's still not mid-thigh. And this is Herman Miller, for fuck's sake. Like, they just don't make it a seat long enough for my actual, like, leg. I always feel like I don't feel like this. I am doing this. I am either always with my feet on, like, the legs of my chair, or I'm on my tiptoes. Like, my legs are crossed, and one leg is on a tiptoe permanently. I'm, like, stuck like that, just to lift my leg off the edge of the chair so my legs don't go numb. But there isn't a chair that exists. I've tried every single except Secret Labs, and I just can't afford one because they're like $800. But they make big, nice chairs. Those are fucking great chairs. It was Monday, yeah. Gassy was playing with Sark and Beth and Nanners the other day too. Fuck yes. Is Repo better? I really liked Repo because it was fun, and I don't know. It was kind of that sweet spot of those kind of games where I didn't feel like I was constantly running. Like, every once in a while you got into some sort of map where it was like one big bad guy was right there when you opened a door and you just instantly died, but very, very infrequently. I'm sponsored by them, which is hilarious. I just, obviously they're not just fucking gonna give me a free chair, but Secret Labs chairs are the best chairs I've ever sat in my entire life. I had one for like 6 years before it broke down, and I just haven't been able to get one next. Again, this was free. Bless Herman Miller, super grateful, but they need to make chairs for people with long legs. Please and thank you. It's the Titan. It's actually meant for like the bones of someone just taller. Like like look, it doesn't even look like I'm sitting in a chair. Cuz it's there. Like they're not meant for people of size. I'm only 6 foot for fuck's sake. I'm not even that tall. But you can't even tell I'm sitting in a chair when I sit in it. Oh, Will, I'm so jealous. I need to save up and get myself another one. It'd be fucking really good for my back. It's got the silly elements to it, which I like. There's silly elements to it. I don't feel like I'm rushed playing it. Like, you can kind of just take your time. There's not a timer on it or anything. I don't know. I had fun. It was fun to dick around in, but again, I was very high. Question: anyone who takes ibuprofen, do you find yourself sometimes feeling worse having taken it than better when you're sick? What are you taking it for? Just curious. Oh, I'd probably break that shit down so fast, Chris. I wish, though. I'm experiencing a strange phenomenon where I feel so much worse with ibuprofen than without it at the moment when I'm sick for the 5th day. What are you taking it for? Ike, thank you for those biddies, you generous hoe. I appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways. Thank you. You generous slut. I appreciate you. My Titan finally broke after 5 years. It was great for long leg folks. It is. Mine was amazing. I miss my Titan every fucking day. It was such a good chair. And this one, again, it's a Herman Miller. These are super expensive. They were sent out to a shit ton of streamers for free. Bless them. It's like, what is it, Logitech? Yeah, it's got the G. Is that Logitech? I think it was Logitech did like a sponsorship something. So I am forever grateful for a decent chair that is free. I'm not bitching, but like they're definitely made for people who are not over 5'5" ish. Right now I have my legs on my desk and I can move my arms outward so they don't poke my thighs. See, and that's these things. They're okay. But every chair has these days. Thank you, Ike. I just need to put my mind towards it. And because, you know, they say like you should always invest in things between you and the ground. What is it? Your boots, your bed, your chair. Anything you have to sit on or be in extended amounts of time that's going to save your back, you should invest in. And like, I can't lie and be like, no, existentially crossing your legs and keeping one leg up on its tiptoe 24/7, 6 hours a day, every day is great for you. Do that instead of a new chair. I couldn't feel good about saying that to anybody. Oh no, they actually make small Secret Labs too. I suggest Secret Labs for everybody because Secret Labs is the first company I've seen where they make chairs small and big. Like they actually make chairs for different people's fucking bodies. I just speak to the Titan because it's specifically meant for the giants. Me. It's like a wide fucking seat so your hips aren't rolling off the edge. You don't feel like you're bucking up against anything. It's got a long fucking seat so it's actually supporting your whole leg. But they have small seats. They have smaller and normal chairs as well. I think they have 3 different sizes in most of the chairs. Yeah, they have all the different sizes. The Titan very specifically is the one for big people. So I speak to that, and I had one for many years. I got mine for the 5'5" Genji from Overwatch Edition with a Timo lumbar pillow. See, they even say the height specifications in there. I don't understand how any chair company can claim they care about backs if they don't do this. Like, and Secret Labs so far is the only company I see where it's like, no, it's one chair for everybody in the whole world. We're just so good. We gave you all these customizations to move it so it'll fit you. Liar. You're a liar. Like, bodies are far too varied for you to put one model of a chair out there and be like, yeah, you can make it work. Is this an Aeron? Because I wouldn't know. This is the Logitech one, whichever one that was. But I'm glad. They should. Again, it was free, so I'm very grateful for my free chair. But I would have. This is an Embody. Okay. There's different model names for all of them, so I don't know. But apparently there is a model, the Aeron, they have multiple sizes, and thank fuck. Because we are not all the same size, my god. The Titans are on sale for $4.99 right now. No shit. If you want a Titan and you're tall and you don't feel like you fit in the world, I would suggest you get one. They are my 35-inch inseam fucking 6-foot tall bitch ass can sit crisscross applesauce in a Titan. I miss that. But you too could live that life. I have a code below the channel. If you use that link below the channel, you can get like 5 to 10% off. I don't know if it works for items that are on sale, but feel free to use it. I don't get kickbacks or anything. It's just because I'm affiliated. My lumbar pillow never got flat. You know what happened to my chair? The chair itself didn't break down. It was definitely a user breakdown. So like I was showing you earlier, the only way that I can weird up my chair is by doing this. I sit like this in my chair and put my heel right on the edge of the lip. Right there. And what happened was I literally did that for so long, for so many hours, for so many years. It was ripping the stitching of the leather. Like my foot dragging off the edge of my seat like that in tennis shoes for years and years and years and years and years. Started to literally start to separate the seams. And I just slowly tore the corner of the chair off with my feet. Because I can't sit like a normal person. But it still lasted for 6 years, which is a really good life, honestly, for something you sit in literally 8 hours a day, every day, constantly. I abused it, though. And I think, honestly, when I got my Titan, it was the first model of Titans. They didn't even have special ones out. Like, they didn't have all those custom cool Titans that are, like, from games and shit like that. They just had the black Titan with, like, the gold T in the middle, and that was it. They're probably so much better now. I don't even know. I've been using a guitar foot stand to help me stop owling. Maybe I should put something under my desk. Because, man, it's terrible. It's not good for your back at all. Because, watch out, bud. The moment you do that, the perch, I do this, and I start playing games, it's this. My back is not better this way, but why does this feel better? Yeah, it's like going in child's pose on the ground or something. It relieves pressure off your spine, but I don't know if it's good for me. But I definitely, at nighttime, will be like this. I'm not even in the chair. My ass is hovering. I'm completely supported by my horribly bent spine right now. Exactly. Compresses one side, fucks it for later. Yep. It's like, it's Band-Aid relief. Yeah. It's fucking Band-Aid relief, and I know it's not good for me. Maybe I should put something down there and put my feet on. It'd probably be good. Or I could just stay a perched fucking bird. Beth, when you were a kid, did you watch TV, like, on the ground, on your shins, on your elbows, ass in the air like this? Because it's the most comfortable position in the world for your back, but also maybe the worst? Because same. It's still, to this day, I think my favorite position to, like, freeze in when I'm watching a movie. It's terrible. Yes, now why can't I not do that anymore? Wait, you, like, physically can't? Or, like, someone's telling you can't? Because I'm here to tell you, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Big yes, yeah. We didn't have heating vents. We had a wood fire stove. So I just wrapped myself in 5 million blankets and hoped for the best. It is, and honestly, I read a couple papers recently that came out of Hopkins, actually, that were talking about, like, proper posture and how that really doesn't exist. There is no perfect way to hold your back 24/7 that's good for you. No one should be totally erect like this 24/7. This is not good for your back. Whatever this proper posture is, it's really stressful and actually compresses your spine and shit. We need to slouch and lean and move. It's all about moving. Yeah, it's just about moving and, like, readjusting physically. Oh, that might be spines. I don't know. I do yoga every morning because I'm terrified to lose my flexibility. I stand sometimes like a weirdo. It's probably to relieve pressure off something, honestly. Being erect for 24 hours sounds busy. Sounds lightheaded. Inversion tables are amazing. Oh god, the relief off your shoulders. Not wearing out muscles, knotters. Make sure to use them all, right? Yeah, it's essentially moving and like kind of doing a weird like imagine in the middle of you is like a what would you call like a joint, and you want your two halves to kind of move around that joint in any way, shape, or form at the waist and bend and do things as often as possible, like bending at the core. Proper posture would be hanging from a fucking tree branch like we used to. I mean, sleeping on rocks and whatnot. Not getting locked into place from focusing too hard. I mean, no shit. I told you my massage therapist, when she was in school, they got to look at cadavers and like look at the muscles and muscle configure and whatever, which is awesome. And she said one of the things they got to look at was some people who their muscles had literally like fused together or fused to certain bones because they were stuck in one very specific posture for so many years, i.e. at a desk like this or, hunched over something very small and working on it. And one of the cadavers she saw, literally there was a muscle fused to the scapula because their body just decided they don't use that muscle anymore. And that scared the I'm like, my body better fucking not. We use everything on this flesh sack on sack on sack. Fuck. We aren't fusing today, body. I just do that once in a while. We're never gonna fuse. I can't with that. That's so freaky to me. The idea of getting stuck and having a muscle just like your body literally being like, we don't really use that, so we're just gonna not use that anymore. What? No. Body better figure it the fuck out. I got shit to do. After my back surgery, I seriously considered getting one for myself, but at the time, the cost was too much. Are they more like affordable these days? Can you have posture as a fish? Like, if you don't have legs, do you have posture? Genuine question, I don't know. When an erection lasts for too long, usually more than 4 hours, the lack of oxygen can begin to damage or destroy tissues in the penis. Ugh. That is horrifying. I don't think you should be hard for that long. Don't do that. That's drugs. I'm trying to make out what Katie's saying just from the sign language I'm seeing. And that's how I got my period. Crazy. Wild how life turns out like that. Five-ish years ago, you get a good one for like under 500. That's about what like a treadmill and shit costs these days, and arguably probably better for your body. If you don't wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man once in a while, are you even living? Living? I couldn't agree more. That's what I felt like releasing my glutes maximus quad. Like it was melded onto the muscle. Dude, there is, I want to say it's like a pigeon stretch is what it's called. There's this stretch that Crispy told me about and gave me a link to. And it's to stretch your glute muscle because I got some tight ass motherfucking glute muscle and like on my hip kind of that I couldn't stretch. I don't know what it was. No matter how far I bent over, rolled my body around, did all these weird configurations, I could not get to it. And if you look, it's like, I think it's called pigeon stretch or something, but try it. It is rough at first, but man, when that muscle releases, it's like you want to cry. It is amazing. I do it every day now, and I would do it, but it's kind of like I just don't want to stick my ass and bussy up in your face. But look up pigeon pose and try it. It's like a no stress kind of yoga pose where you're kind of like putting one leg in front of yourself and one leg out straight in front of you, and then you're kind of laying on top of this leg, and it's pulling that fucking glute muscle up off of your pelvis. Oh my God. It feels incredible. I'm gonna have the Kodama rattle sound in my head. I love the Kodamas though. They're my favorite. Look them up, seriously. Crispy told me about them one day, and they felt so nice. Is that the area? Yes. Yes, it is. No shit. That's the area where women's stress trauma is held and why we cry. I cried when it released. It was like every time I like get a muscle to release that is just like insanely tight like that and has been that way for years, what it feels like is, when your leg goes to sleep and you get that horrible pins and needles. It's like once I hit the muscle I really want to and it starts to stretch, it's pins and needles and it's horrible. And then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, and the pins and needles are gone and it's like that ass can breathe for the first time ever. It's so weird. But I've had my massage therapist did it to me with my pec muscle squeezing this little, your little jiggly bit. This is actually your pec. I didn't know that. She sat here and massaged this and it released something in my back under my scapula and my whole body broke out in cold sweats instantaneously. It's very bizarre where we hold a lot of stress. But anywhere around the hips, I would absolutely believe that. Are you kidding me? People still use the word hysterical like it's real. Like today. So, yeah, we hold some stress there. I do it daily too. It's really like my hip and groin, for lack of a better term. I do like butterfly stretches and groin stretches like at least twice a day because my groin gets so tight. It's crazy. That's probably the number one thing I pulled as a kid doing sports and shit. Imagine pulling your groin. It's horrid. I have so many visceral memories of sitting on the side of a basketball court with a bag of ice on my pussy, just like, because I fucking pulled my groin and it was horrible, but it's so tight. I don't know what, I'm just so tight down there. I don't know what to do about it. It's crazy. Don't be weird. You know what I'm talking about. The fucking tendon. Oh, I'm sure, Beth. Absolutely. I've done that as a kid a lot. Should have been the first time. Oh, same. And it'd be for like, literally, you would like jump to do something and pull your groin muscle. And everyone's like, you didn't do anything. You're fine. Go back out there. And you're like, no, there's fire in my crotch. Help me now. And we probably had no idea our joints were just like falling out when we did daily activities. That's all I can come up with. Because the sheer amount of shit that happened like in softball specifically, where I was a catcher, so I would be like squatted down on my knees for hours, which was fucking horrible and probably another thing I shouldn't have done to my body. But then trying to like shoot, like burst out of that position after being squatted for so long and throw down to second or something. Like one of my, like I just kind of became really dominant on my left side because I got sick of not being able to rely on my right side because I would go to burst off of both knees and one would fall out. But my other knee'd be fine. So I just started to like burst off of one leg from a 2-leg squat, just like adjusting for what was happening because I didn't know. And people were like, knees don't just fall out, Katie. So you're a catcher. You don't even do anything. I'm like, okay. But it was like literally one leg, like, like fucking like flail physics to the side. Looked like a horse slipping on a rock or something. But absolutely, that's just not something we can do is go from that to a burst position. Our joints are like, no. Very lackadaisically, though. It's not even a protest. It's not, Sean! It's just like, not today. And we go from like, I'm going to sprint to my face hurts. Am I waking up on the ground? Did I even get past the starting line? Anybody else? Joints, man. Sometimes will work and sometimes we're probably just gonna giggle fuck at you. I went duck hunting a couple years ago, got a full leg cramp from hip to toe. That made my butt clench for real. So, no shit, I started taking magnesium supplements a few years back because I would wake up in the middle of the night with, I can't explain to you because everybody's gotten a Charlie horse once in a while. I don't know what else to call it, like a muscle cramp in your sleep where your toes curl or your calf gets really tight. Everybody's had that. I was getting that on the most extremely painful level. I can't even explain to you. I'd rather have period cramps in my eyeballs than whatever what the fuck was happening with my leg muscles. In the middle of the night, it would be like 2 a.m. and my entire leg would seize up, and I would literally like crawl out of bed in silence, trying desperately not to wake up Zeke, and start wailing on my leg with my fist. Like, I don't know what else to do. This will release something, because rubbing it, straightening my toes out, trying to like rake my foot straight again, nothing was helping it. I started taking a magnesium supplement every night before I go to bed, and I have not had one leg cramp since. And I'm a certified medical professional, and I'm not the first person in the world to be like, yeah, vitamins, supplements, let's go swallow things that are not regulated by the FDA in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, boo, yes, let's go do that. I am not that person. But I can't tell you the fucking mental relief knowing I can go to bed and I'm not going to wake up at 2 a.m. crying. Magnesium, magnesium complex, dude. It's crazy how it has changed my fucking life. Wild. And I've gotten multiple people to try it, and it's done the same thing for that. Vile from Chad. Same thing. He was getting horrible leg cramps. This just happened recently, and I was like, Vile, they can't hurt you to take a magnesium supplement. Please just try it and tell me. He hasn't had a cramp since. I don't know what it is. We're not getting enough magnesium. If you get leg cramps like that, if anything I'm talking about rings true, try a magnesium supplement. Seriously, it aids in smooth muscle contraction. That's all it does. And it's in like nuts and fish and like oily, good for you foods, which I just think a lot of us, and I know my biggest problem is I just in general don't eat enough. Even if I ate like just nuts, it wouldn't be enough nuts. Like, that's what I'm saying. I only eat like once a day. I'm terrible. We're not getting enough of that shit in our system, which is affecting smooth muscle contraction. It's changed my life. It's pretty fucking crazy. That magnesium supplement did so much. Pickle juice is crazy hydrating. That's just real. Good time, Zone Young. How are you, love? I had my worst one ever just the other day. I could see my stupid tendon and muscles all cramped. That's what was happening to me. My entire calf would just be like, yeah! And I'm not exaggerating. I was fucking full force punching myself in the shin, in the leg, back of the knee, on the top of my foot, anything, thinking like there's got to be a pinched nerve. I cannot figure out what's causing this, and it hurts so bad. Just like silent tears at the edge of my bed, like, come the fuck on, I want to go to sleep. And magnesium supplements, I have not had not one leg cramp since then, which is fucking crazy, and I'm all about that life. Like, fuck leg cramps. You know, we chug pickle juice at Burning Man, Beth. That's like a big thing. Every camp, usually there's one person designated to bring the jar, and you're going to go to Costco and you're going to get like the jar of pickles. And for the first few days, we're all eating pickles out of it. And then last week of the week, we're just chugging pickle juice because we're all so dehydrated and hungover, allegedly. It's so refreshing out there. Pickle juice is the shit. Picklebacks, very common. The full leg cramp where your toes start pointing in all different directions, your calf balls up behind your knee, and the back of your thigh gets a lump in the middle as hard as a baseball. It's exactly it. And mine was getting so bad and I was letting it go because I didn't know what to do about it. Like, I was stretching. I've never not stretched and worked out since I figured out I had all this EDS shit. It started to like tighten my ass. And that's when I started doing that pigeon pose because I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, my ass hurts. This is just the cheek though. Like, what the fuck? And it was all to do with that cramp starting at the bottom of my foot and just like tightening every muscle all the way up. That magnesium supplement's eliminated it. I am not big magnesium, I swear to you. But man, that's some pretty good case study right there. Alleviated mine completely. I just want to go back to sleep before I start waking up. That is literally the exact panic thoughts. I just want to go back to sleep before my body's aware that we're awake, please. And it doesn't work if you're punching yourself in the leg. Actually taking Katie to a PT appointment tomorrow to get a dry needled for pain she's feeling in her neck and down her arm. Oh, God. X-ray is clean, so there's no slip vertebrae, but this has helped her in the past. Good. Maybe it's just maybe you're catching it before a slip disc, which is good, because, oh my God, that's surgery. Like, you might be, actually, catching it before a serious instance, which is good. Genova, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy life, giving any swings, go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. How are you doing, love? Big magnesium, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I get really excited when something works to the point where I start sounding like a salesperson, but so many things are just bullshit and don't work in this world or don't fit us or something that when I find something that actually does something, I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. This is the shit right here, my dudes. Holy shit. You can buy pickle juice without pickles. Can you really? I like the pickles though. The pickles are they're just as juicy and hydrating, but man, I'm into that. A gift? Oh, in I'm excited. I'm really excited. BL3 has been, it's so fun to play. It's so fucking smooth. I slept in after a week of having every program on the planet shoved into my, oh my God, yeah. Training. You know it all though now, right? You can run the building. You're good? You're good to go? Solo style? We can just like send you out on the floors? Sick. Perfect. Excellent. I knew it would work. I have a bit of knowledge on the topic because my grandpa was known for treating some tensions and injuries. One time, one of my classmates asked me to give her one, giggity, and she said the next day she was in pain and cold sweat the entire day, but then discovered something new about her. She thought constant pain from moving her arm backwards like reverse hug was normal. Oh, bless. That's misery. That was like my back before I got into a masseuse for the first time and like they changed my life. It was that like after that first massage I had, what was like 2 years ago, I wept because it was the first time I could pull a sports bra over my head and put it on my titties without crying. Like that had just become very normal to me. Like every morning, wake up, put a bra on, like just go do that, like, okay. Cause just that was the way I was living. And after that appointment, I went to put my bra on and I came out and I'm like, can I give you a hug? Cause that's the first time I put a bra on in years without crying. It was crazy. That relief is unbelievable. Exactly, hurts, like, right? The vast majority of these things in this world do not work and are bullshit. Or they work so little that I'm never going to tell anyone about them. But when I find something that actually legitimately seems to be fucking doing something, I'll probably talk about it too much and I apologize for that. No shit, our favorite brand, the fact that there's brands of just pickle juice is incredible. I did not know this. Usually our favorite brand also sets pints, quarter gallons of pickle juice. What? That's amazing, and I love that for you. Fuck yes. I started taking a daily multivitamin a while ago, and I haven't had any flu, knock on wood, since. Fuck yes. There's something to be said about just getting vitamins in. I think where people can obviously way overdo it with vitamins, and there's a lot of bullshit vitamins, and the vast majority of supplements / vitamins are not approved by the FDA in any way, shape, or form. Like, that's just some fucking powder someone's feeding you. But where people get, like, you know, supplements aren't worth it is that the supplements tend to have, like, these enormous daily amounts. Like, they'll have, like, 3,000% of your daily intake of B13 or something like that, 3,000% of whatever, because your body only absorbs such a tiny amount of that synthetic form or that form fed to you in the pill that they kind of have to put that much in there. But you're not actually taking in that much. You're pissing a lot of it out. What up, Berserker? How are you, love? Massage therapists are very underrated, and I think, again, this is alleged personal opinion. I think it's because massage therapists actually do things that fix you, so eventually you don't have to go back. Like, I went to a masseuse probably 5 times in the course of a year, and I didn't have to go back. A chiropractor keeps you once a week till you die. And you know how I feel about chiropractors. It's kind of like what we've come full circle, like we were talking about earlier. Hospitals make a shit ton of money off heart surgery. They make $0 off of preventing heart disease. So I think it's harder to be a masseuse. It's hard because you actually fix things, you actually realign things, versus the chiropractor might just snap your spine. Yeah, like, I don't know anybody who's into chiropractors who doesn't go once a week forever. And they're just like, I just love my chiropractor. I'm like, yeah, but if you have to go once a week forever, are they doing anything? I don't know. Maybe. To each their own. Placebo yourself, silly. I have drank this and this and this, and I deeply need to visit the Wiz Palace. Stretch your legs, get a snack, load a bowl. Treat yourself. Do what you. Oh my god, I have to pee so bad. And then we'll play some Control or some shit. My voice. I've drank so many fluids because my voice is so rough and we have to read so much and it's still rough. I know. Oh, the boy. Hello, my son. Your eyes are so puppy dog. You want to come say hi? Don't jump on my bladder, please. I love you so much. I love you so much. Thank you for coming to say hello. You want to go outside? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. Must pee. Thank you for that follow. It's like Gandalf's nipple again? How are there so... I guess he has two. Was that name yesterday Gandalf's nipples? Or Gandalf's nipple? Well, now I don't remember. Shit. Well, that's where we live, I guess. I made tea. From a poor throat hole, because she's so dry. Shall we take control? Was it plural? Damn. I was gonna say, there are technically two nipples. If we wanted to get technical about it. Welcome back, everybody. We're gonna play some Control. And take control, because we're actually on a roll in this fucking game, finally. Like, so many days spent just, like, terribly lost. Terribly lost. Bless the maps, bless the game. The game is so much fun, but man, I got frustrated. I hate being lost. I hate wasting time. Not that I'm wasting time, but, like, you know what I mean. I don't know. It just drives me crazy, that little shit like that. Let me see. There, play. There could be, he is Gandalf, that is true. We don't know, he could have cat nipples. Get on his level, wrong, oh fuck. I mean, we could get on his, technically we're talking about Gandalf's nipples. We could get on his level. I'm gonna keep my throat going. She's doing okay right now. I feel like I just gotta keep up on the honey and the tea and I'll be fine. I think it's just the weather change. It's so rough because I don't feel like I have lung shit anymore. But goddamn, it's probably that I talk too much too. I'm sure that doesn't help. But the tea is helping, I think. Get those CUs. I was actually thinking the other day, I was going to ask you, how's it going? How many do you have done? Yeah, we don't want piss in our sock. I have drank so much water and shit today, though, just trying to, like, lube up the old waka waka. Because I know there's a lot of reading in this game, but I like it. We're going to keep her there. Mishy, bless your heart. You know, every once in a while, I would feel bad about doing all my shit last minute. And then I remember my mom doing all of hers last minute, always, like the week before they're due. I'm like, all right, everybody's got to do it last minute. I don't know. There's a couple people that probably do it throughout the year, but like... About halfway, fuck yes. I literally did like 80% in the last week, so I feel you on that one. I feel you. And then, you know, I felt so much better, though, when I got this in the mail. Oh, I should put it on this jacket. I didn't even realize what I was wearing. This soothed all of it. All those hours, all that stress, all that. They definitely make it better when they send you that pin. I consider the pin where all my hundreds of dollars went. Honey mixed in warm, not hot water, easy way to relieve. I literally eat spoonfuls of honey sometimes. It really does help. Honey helps my throat so much, and I don't know what it is. Honey is kind of mystical that way. Cheers, Coach. All right. Change over. And it gets all like coagulated and gelatin like. Yucky. Oh yes. I might have to invest in a mini crock pot, and we might have to have like a day of like, what can we mini crock pot? And then what can we dip in it? Anything. The limit does not exist. The limit does not exist. Me too. The Instabot is such a great thing if you're making large portions of shit and if you have a big freezer to freeze food, so then you like make a bunch of food. But I just don't make enough food. It sucks. It's great, but like, you want to make rice in it? You got to make a couple cups, which, turns into like 10 cups of cooked rice. It's insane. I just don't know what to do with it. Choco dip, that's what I'm saying. Which I know you don't like, but like, I would do it. Cheese fondue, nacho cheese for dipping chips in. The potentials here are, little weenies, come on. What else? I'm trying to think. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. What to do in tiny crock pots? Because I bet you could make like a little, like a cheesy artichoke dip. You know what I'm saying? In a crock pot. It'd be all like boily and yummy, snummies. Like some sort of dips like that. No, Aviat, I totally get it. There's some stuff I don't like either. See, and I would do that trouble. I don't have a freezer big enough to keep that much fucking chili in it. All of the dips. Oh, the potentials. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into a tiny crock pot. On that note, thank you for hanging out with me today to play Control. Just as a reminder, tomorrow is Borderlands Day with Vissy and Knives, if they are so available, and Crispy. Crispy has joined us for Borderlands 3, which is dope, so now we have a full team. Borderlands 3 is dope. I don't know what else to say about it. Like, coming out of pre-sequel, the controls are just so fucking epically smooth, and the character feels better, and I'm really excited to actually, like, discover my powers and shit. I don't know. I'm really excited. It's gonna be awesome. I think eventually we're gonna start doing Borderlands Saturdays and Sundays. I don't know. Depends on everybody's schedule, really. I think Vissy will be available, but it depends on everybody else. But other than that, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I'm so utterly tired. The days this week, I feel like have just been like gone. I don't know. I feel like we talk for a couple hours or maybe even just an hour, and then I start gaming, and all of a sudden it's 3, and I'm like, I gotta take my silly poods outside because they know it's nice outside. We gotta go play in it. Cheers. As usual, we have movie nights every night in our Discord, 2 hours after stream ends, 5 p.m. my time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. We watch movies every night. I was really high last night. I remember most of the movies, but I was really high last night. As is the way with Faded Friday. That's it. That's all I've got. Take care of yourselves. Oh, what is today? 22nd, 23rd. I think on Tuesday, the 25th. Which I think is Tuesday. That is, do you want to come here and tell them with me? That's my baby's birthday. Because you're my Aries kids. My Aries babies, huh? Did you just lick my tooth? Yeah, you did. Are you my son? And your birthday's almost soon and you turn 5? Are you turning 5? Who are you? Who are you? So, I want to make some, like, fun doggy snacks or something. That's what we did last year. I made dog cookies. Like, we made 2 different kinds, and then we tested them on the dogs. And they were okay with them. Their favorite thing, we dehydrated meat or something, or bacon. That was obviously their favorite thing. But I've been saving bacon grease, which is an ingredient in a lot of dog treats, to give it taste. And so, it might be Tuesday that we do that, but we'll be doing that. Every day. Dad! Sean! 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 Every day. Ooh, have fun, Magic Can. I hope you enjoy it. I watched it. I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to give you a predisposed opinion. On that note, I'm going to find someone cool to raid, and we're going to go. Come to movie night if you want to. Come tomorrow for Borderlands. Monday is day off day. That's it. And then Tuesday, which I think is the 25th, is my baby's birthdays. The 25th, which I think is on Tuesday. Which babies? What child do you speak of, sir? Oh, no. No. My fur children. Sean! That shit was fucking hilarious. Anyways, let me see who the fuck is live. See you guys tomorrow for Borderlands if you're taking off. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I wanted to say. If you have cool dog treat recipes or anything like that, I don't give my dogs anything that's like, I know this is lame. Preservative, blah, 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 blah. I do all natural stuff. Like, just like meat. You know, not wheat stuff. You got anything like that, send it to me. Other than that, I'm gonna raid my boy Dan. He looks like he's playing the Entropy Center again. This game was really cool. We raided him the other day and I got to watch it for a bit. It's pretty dope. I listen to it while I'm walking my dogs. See you tomorrow. Cheers. I feel like I'm forgetting to tell you guys something. I don't know. See you tomorrow and cheers. I love you. Wash your hands and take care of yourselves. Stay classy. And cheers. Definitely cheers.